People have always been interested in how the rich live, which is why shows depicting their lifestyles are popular. However, while most of those shows have good, sometimes great stories, this one doesn't. You could torture me, and I still couldn't tell you what the show is about. The synopsis claims it's about a guy seeking revenge at a prestigious school, but that's not accurate. The story revolves around a boring murder mystery and a love triangle, a staple for high school dramas nowadays. The story heavily borrows from shows like Elite, but lacks the erotic scenes that made Elite distinct. Instead, we get nothing but a rehashed plot. The story follows Kang Ha, a new student at Korea's most prestigious school, Jushin High School, established by the conglomerate Jushin Group. Normally, only students chosen at birth can attend. No, I'm not kidding, that's exactly what it says. Ironically, this seems like the most realistic part of the story, where the rich get a free pass to the good life. But it's still a ridiculous policy. What happens if students don't live long enough to attend? Do they leave seats empty or fill them with second-rate rich kids? The narrative also introduces Jong Jae, daughter of a powerful family, Kim Rian, successor of the Jushin Group, Yoon Hyare, youngest daughter of a wealthy family, and Lee Woo-jin, second son of a powerful political family. These characters form the core of the story. Kang Ha disrupts the concrete world of Jushin High School, as expected in such tales. Yes, it's a story we've seen countless times before, and no, they haven't brought anything new. Despite being advertised as a revenge drama, it focuses more on a predictable love triangle. The drama goes to great lengths to make us sympathize with these kids, suggesting, look, even rich people have feelings. It doesn't matter if you witness them committing terrible acts, they're simply misunderstood. Let's meet Kang Ha, the transfer student and protagonist. The show takes the mysterious student trope to the extreme. While the actor does fine, the character remains shallow. We start knowing nothing about him, and in the same way, his background remains a mystery, making him as dull as they come. He comes into the school seeking revenge for his brother's death. But you wouldn't know that by watching the show. The show focuses on the love triangle. It doesn't make sense why he falls for the female lead. He doesn't grow as character mostly because we know nothing about him. Moving to Jong Jae, the female lead, central to the love triangle driving the plot. She's unwaveringly in love with Kim Rian and fiercely protective of him. Truthfully, there's little to say about her. She's just as uninteresting as the main character, and doesn't fit well with either male lead, particularly frustrating in her dynamics with Kim Rian. Played by Kim Jae-won, from King of the Land, is utterly unlikable here, much like all the characters, but especially him. He lacks chemistry with the female lead, and it's challenging to describe him beyond being bland and unpleasant. He is a bully that constantly bullies the scholarship kids. If you have seen any drama that takes place in high school, then you know this character. The character is made worse by the writer's attempt to redeem him. Amidst these shortcomings, Yoon Hyare stands out as a character who evolves throughout the series. The actress portraying her delivers a standout performance, unlike the rest of the cast and characters. While all characters are unlikable, the writers spend considerable effort trying to elicit sympathy for these wealthy kids, despite their often cruel behavior towards other students. Unfortunately, not even Yoon Hyare can salvage the show, which promises revenge but feels more like a typical high school romance drama. The writers push the revenge subplot to the background in favor of the love story. Despite its flaws, the drama excels visually, the shots are great, and the designs are impeccable. Everything looks stunning on camera, meticulously crafted to appeal visually. It is obvious they spent a lot of time and money on the shots. The show looks expensive, they have beautiful shots and beautiful people. However, no amount of money, beautiful sets, or attractive actors can save this drama from its narrative mess. Now, let's talk about the pacing of hierarchy. Unfortunately, this is where the show really falls short. The pacing is slow, with too much repetition and not enough plot progression. It takes the show too long to get to the point, with some scenes feeling like filler. I found myself constantly wondering when something would finally happen, only to be left disappointed. The pacing is uneven, with some episodes feeling rushed and others feeling like a slog. It's like the show can't decide what it wants to focus on. And don't even get me started on the unnecessary plotlines. The show spends too much time on things that don't matter, and not enough time on the main mystery. It's like they're trying to stretch out the story to fill up episodes. The worst part is, the pacing is predictable. I found myself guessing twists and turns long before they happened. It's like the show is following a formula, rather than trying to tell a compelling story. Overall, the pacing of Hierarchy is a major letdown. It's slow, uneven, and predictable. If you're looking for a show that will keep you on the edge of your seat, this isn't it. Before Elite became a shadow of its former self. Elite was a game changer. It took the typical high school drama and turned it on its head, adding twists and turns that kept us guessing until the very end. The characters in Hierarchy feel like cardboard cutouts, lacking the complexity and development that made the characters in Elite so compelling. And don't even get me started on the plot. Hierarchy is predictable and formulaic, while Elite was full of surprises. So, if you're looking for a show that will keep you on the edge of your seat, skip Hierarchy and watch Elite instead. Trust me, you won't regret it. So, who is Hierarchy actually for? Well, it's pretty clear that the show is targeting young adults, probably in their teens or early 20s, who are fans of high school dramas and romance. If you enjoy shows about wealthy and elite lifestyles, you might also be drawn to this one. And, of course, if you like love triangles for some reason, you'll probably be interested too. But, let's be real, the show's themes and characters feel pretty generic and unoriginal. So, unless you're a die-hard fan of the genre, you might find yourself getting bored pretty quickly. If you're looking for compelling high school dramas, consider Pyramid Game or Weak Hero Class 1, they far surpass this one. They offer depth and substance, unlike this drama, which prioritizes aesthetics over plot and ultimately falls flat in its attempt to be profound. Its fatal flaw is simply being boring. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and remember to like and subscribe for more content.